Hey guys, this is Silver Contrail. Welcome back to Direwolf20. This is episode 3. We're playing the 1.7 Direwolf pack, and I'm on a server. As you guys probably saw in my last episode, I'm playing with Parcel31U, the creator of the Material Energy Cube pack. He's down here. I think he's farming Ender Pearls right now with Endermite, with those Ender Minis that I farmed last episode. He's got them in here, and he's spawning them. And they are getting all over the place. I can hear one somewhere. I think it's below us. The base has changed a lot since the last couple of iterations, and I wanted to go ahead and highlight some of it real quick. Of course, first of all, you can probably see that the aesthetics are different. I've changed out the floor with quarried railcraft blocks. I really like these blocks. I think they're really cool. Once you smelt them, you can have them either as the quarried blocks or the fitted quarried stone, which I've used up here and down here. I also think that looks really nice. And you can also, there's another form of them, I think. I think I have them. These are the quarried bricks. I've never really used them before, but I'm sure they go good with something. I don't know what, though. And for the ceiling and the wall space here, I'm using actually, this is stone with chisel. It's one of the chisel configurations for regular stone. And then this is cobblestone configuration that has a connected texture going on with it. The reason I chose these stone bricks initially is because I knew they looked a lot like these road lights from Mine Factory Reloaded. I've used these in the past, and they look really, really nice. They also light up a lot of the area. They're a little bit expensive. They take some plastic, which isn't too hard to get, but they also take a glowstone block, and that can be a little expensive. They take some redstone, but they're really nice looking, and I think they add a lot to the room. Makes it look really futuristic and really, really fancy. Parcel went ahead and he made a portal to the Twilight Forest. I haven't gone there myself. I don't think I'll go there this episode, maybe next time. It's one of my favorite mods. It's a really old mod that I love playing. We've got some chests going on over here. We don't have any lighting over here. Maybe I should put down a torch or something. It's really dark. I had this set up earlier with these transdimensional receivers. I was pumping in lava. I did figure out how to get it to work, and I ended up yanking it. I have the receiver on me right now because we're going to be building something else today. Are there still mobs down here? This thing's off, right? He turned it off. Right? Yes, he did. Okay. Oh, here's an Ender Mini. Let's kill him. Gotcha. Okay. This doesn't need to be running, but I guess it's whatever. So this is the basement. I'm using open block elevators to get between the first floor and the second floor. I wanted to do something similar with the build scheme. I don't know exactly how I'm going to do it yet. This I kind of wanted to be sort of a hub, but I think I'm turning it into a reactor room. Down here I'm using the chisel marble, both carved marble and then the radial carved marble. They're a little bit different in their design, and unfortunately they don't really match up correctly. They're a little bit off. I wish they matched up perfectly. They would look really cool if they did. And then these marble blocks, which are just sort of smooth. I think it looks really nice. Looks interesting. I don't know what I'm going to do for this space up here yet. I'll think about it some more. And again, I'm using the road lights for light. So let's go ahead and start with what we're going to do today. And that is we're going to build a big reactor. I have not built one of these, excuse me, since, let's see, it's been probably about a year. I played my Resonant Rise world about a year ago, and I haven't built a big reactor since then. I want to put one in the corners, each of the corners of this room. I think that would look really cool. This room in here is probably going to turn into a server room for my applied energistics stuff. We'll get to that eventually. It takes a little bit to get started with that. So let's go ahead and start throwing these things down. Now, Again, it's been about a year since I messed with this. There's been a lot of changes to this, so if it does end up not working, it's not my fault. So, so that's what I'm gonna say. The design I want to do is 4x4. So I think what I'll do is I'll go ahead and leave myself an extra space on the side. Or do I want to push it up against the wall? Yeah, let's push it right up against the wall. I think that's the best. I think that's the best course of action. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we'll get rid of that. Okay, so that's our base. We want to build it up 4 each side. All right, let's get an idea of how it's looking. Then we'll build it like this. All right, there we go. Okay, so what we need to put in here are the Yellorium fuel rods. Oop, are these upside down? Oh, these don't go here. Derp. We need the reactor control rods first. Actually, let's put these in the right way. Alright, and then the control rods can go like this. And then let's jump down. We'll put the power tap here, the access port here, the other access port here, and the controller here, and then finish off the casing. Oh, we missed some spots. Yep, or I missed some spots. Go ahead and put the reactor casing on this side and on this side. And then finally, there it is. There's the big reactor. Okay, so here's the control panel. We've got our core fuel status, casing heat, core heat, and energy buffer. So it takes Yellorium or the plutonium or cyanite. There is plutonium as well. I don't remember how you get this. I think it's like... Yeah, I don't actually know how you get that. Anyways, we should be able to go ahead and run this. At least with like one piece. We want eject fuel, eject waste. Oh, I only need one access port. I don't know why I made 2. I think you needed 2 in the past. Set to output mode. All right, there we go. We got an input and an output. Let's go ahead and jump that in there. It's not going to be enabled, I don't think, until I turn it on. Activate reactor. Let's go ahead and fill it right up. 25% full. How much can it take? Oh, geez, it can take a lot. All right, there we go. Now it's full. Let's go ahead and activate the reactor. So we're going to go ahead and start generating redstone flux. And our reactor heat's going to spike. So the heat of the reactor's casing, the casing heat is right here. High heat raises energy output and coolant conversion. We don't have any coolant in the reactor, so it's just going to convert it like to pure power, basically. And then the core heat here, heat of the reactor's fuel. High heat raises fuel usage. So there's a lot of different factors here, and there's a lot of different numbers involved. What I will say is that these things produce an obscene amount of energy for the cost. These things take a lot of iron, but assuming you have the iron for them, this is probably one of the best early game power sources you can get. It is ridiculous. So I'm going to go ahead and plug this up to the power tap. The power tap, of course, is the output for this thing. We are going to try and figure out what we can do with the energy here. if we can send this off. So let's go and make a new one. Let's make this reactor 1 power. And we want it to send that power. Let's go upstairs. We've got our elevator right here. No need to go up the ladder. And let's turn this guy on to reactor 1 power. We want to receive that power. Alright, even if this is disconnected, it should gain power now. Yep, there it is. Okay, yeah, we are definitely spiking a lot of power. We have way more energy than we need at this point. I'm pretty sure. These guys are upgraded now with capacitors, so they can take 100 redstone flux per tick. And they are filling up really quickly. Wow, that is a lot of power. So if I were to hook this up right here, this thing will go ahead and charge. Just the same. We go back down and look at our reactor, and we have a ton of energy stored in this thing. I'm going to go ahead and pull that out. Yeah, we're generating a ton of power. This will power our base for a long time until we get into some really high energy demands on certain machines. Yeah, I think this is going to work. This thing isn't powering up very fast because it's actually limited on how much power it can receive. I think these things might be limited as well. Send receive buffer. Max input output is 20,000 redstone flux per tick. This thing will only take 80 at a time, so it takes a little bit of a time to power it up. I think it would charge faster if I connected more cables to it. But yeah, it really doesn't make a difference at this point. We don't need the solar panels anymore. I might disconnect those. We should be good to go. So let me go ahead and cut real quick, and we'll go do something else. So the next thing we're going to make, or thing that I've already made, I guess, is the Ender Quarry from Extra Utilities. Now this thing is amazing, and I love the Ender Quarry, but I haven't used it in a while. There's a change to it recently, and I want to check that out and see if it actually works the way I think it works, and hopefully it does, because that'll make my life a lot easier. So let's go ahead and grab this. This thing's so expensive. Oh my gosh. It took me a while to make it. Parcel and I have been running into the Twilight Forest, bringing back XP to make the Ender cores for it, these magical woods. You can make them either by crafting them with like a bunch of enchanted books and gold, or you can fluid transpose liquid XP onto a bookshelf and get them. And you need 8 of them, and it takes like 8 buckets worth for one of these things. So it took us a long time. Thankfully there's some king slimes around our Twilight Forest area, so we were able to do that. Do I have everything? I think I do. Yeah, I think I do. So let's go ahead and head out. I think I want to set up over here. Alright. Somewhere over here. Somewhere where it's kind of flat, I guess. Doesn't really make a big difference where exactly it goes. Maybe from like this corner over here to like this corner or something. I don't have enough for that. Let's see. I have 32, so I can do a 16 by 16. Okay, so 1, 2. There's no way I'm going to be able to count with that stuff on the way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. And then it's 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. And then it should just be this way, 16. Oh, we're going to need to bump this up 1. It's too low. And then we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Alright, so... oh, it's starting to turn night. As I understand it, if you just go ahead and place this here... oh, I guess not. I was under the impression that you didn't have to connect all of the fence posts anymore. Alright, I guess you do. That you could use them like markers or landmarks. Oop. Is it turning night? Alright, let's see if we can get this done real quick. Either that or I'll cut and I'll go back and sleep. Oh wait. I severely underestimated how many of these things I'm going to need. Okay, I'll be back. Alright, I think we're finally ready to get going. I've got the fence set up, and apparently the boundary is established. So, ooh, whoa, that was weird. We can now hook it up. Basically just plug in the power here, and it should start running. It's going to start draining redstone flux. And you can see the particles shooting up, if you're unfamiliar with how this works. Basically, the Ender Quarry works like a Buildcraft quarry, but instead of digging out the blocks, it works on a single column at a time, goes all the way down to bedrock, and it replaces all of the blocks in there with dirt, and it pulls up the other blocks into here. So we can see that we're pulling up quite a bit of cobblestone. I don't have any item filters or anything similar to an item filter in here, so I have no way of not filling this thing up with an obscene amount of cobblestone. So let me try to grab as much as I can here. I think what I'll probably do after this is start to set up some sort of a storage room, at least before we get Applied Energistics set up, where we can just have everything in one terminal and access all of our items from that. That's something that I'll need to get to next, and this is going to help me do that. Let's see. Kind of gauging the yield from this as well. There's a lot of new upgrades for the Ender Quarry that are pretty cool. There's the upgrade base. Ender Quarry upgrade base. Oh, I see. So you need this to make the other ones, presumably. So this is made with some Ender infused obsidian. So it's an Ender Pearl surrounded by obsidian. There's no other way to make this, is there? Oh, you can use resin Ender. Take 50 millibuckets. So so it's the same thing. It's just okay, yeah. It's the same thing. Wait. Yeah, it's the same thing. And then 1 burnt quartz, which is just quartz bellow passed through a furnace. There's a couple of different things in here. There's the Ender Quarry rolled hole upgrade. I think what this does is it, instead of replacing it with dirt, it just eats out in here. It just gets rid of it. I'm not totally familiar with it. Does it say? It doesn't say. Alright. The Silk Touch multiplier. This increases the power drain by 1.5 times, but it gains Silk Touch, and so all of these ores that it's picking up, like the coal and the redstone, the lapis, the water shards, the Certus quartz, those all get Silk Touched. So I probably want to make this as soon as I can. I need to enchant a gold pickaxe with Silk Touch. Because that's really good. Silk Touch is really, really good because you can then process things like diamonds and, again, redstone, coal, through like the sag mill and get way more yield. Then there's the Fortune upgrade. The alternative to Silk Touch is clearly Fortune, but the Fortune power drain multiplier for Fortune 3 is 80 times. I would much rather use a Silk Touch upgrade, increase the power drain by 1.5, and then just process everything, because you're going to get more, you're going to get the same, if not more, using Silk Touch than if you use Fortune 3. And Fortune 3 is also pretty expensive. And then we've got the Ender Quarry speed upgrade, which I definitely want. And the speed 2 upgrade, oh wow, that's 20 times. Speed 3 upgrade, oh man. Stack upgrade. Oh geez. Oh wow. That's, yeah, 80 times. And then the Ender Quarry pump upgrade. I think this drains water out of it. That's kind of interesting. Yeah, I definitely want to go Silk Touch. Let's see what we got in here now. Fairly decent amount. I do like that it picks up the obsidian. That's really nice. Yeah, I think if you have the pump upgrade, it will like drain whatever liquid's in there, which could be handy if you're looking for lava for some reason. But I don't know why you wouldn't just use an endothermic pump. That's actually what you use to make the Ender Quarry in the first place. So I think that's gonna actually finish up the episode for today. I do want to record longer episodes because these ones are really short. Yeah, my current setup, I don't like to record anything over 20 minutes because it takes me ages to upload it. And I really don't have that time. Oh, now I'm stuck. Great. Awesome. Woo, I'm unstuck. Yeah, so that's only, I think we've passed, where are we at? Right here. So we're like right here. And we've already picked up quite a bit of stuff. A good number of ores and an obscene number of cobblestone. So we'll probably get to finishing this up sometime soon and get some upgrades on it, and it should be even better. So yeah, that's about it for today. Thank you guys for watching, and until next time then.